just want to say welcome back to another episode of Tonight We Sip and Have a Dope Conversation. Hey, I'm your main host, the best host, the host with the most. This is Frederick the Voice, and I'm here with my two fabulous co-hosts, Pretty Nikki and Mr. J motherfucking Jizzle.
Please say
Why you put that emphasis on his name?
Cause
why are you such a hater?
Thank you.
Anyway.
Prettiness.
Ain't your turn.
Yeah, when it's time,
Nikki.
yeah, when it's time to hype you up,
Okay.
we'll hype you up, all right?
All
Can I have my
right,
section?
Mr. J motherfucking Jizzle.
Thank you. Yes. So, man, we're glad you're here with us this evening, and we got a lot of good stuff to talk about, you know. So, but before we get into all that, I got to check with my partners and see how your week was. How your week was. Tell me something good.
Was busy. Nothing really good, nothing really bad. Just super duper busy.
Wow.
I feel like it's not enough time in the day for a lot of things, but we make it happen.
That sounds super bleh.
But
It is what it is. We have weeks like that. I'm allowed to feel that way. Okay?
Your feelings are valid.
Yes, thank you
Yes.
for validating my feelings.
the slave mentality
Yes.
is real. It's
I gotta
real.
get off the plantation, baby.
Man.
Let's see. My week it's been cool. It's been kind of chill. I don't think I had anything super special or extra to happen, which is kind of odd for Jay, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't think anything extra weird has happened. I don't think. You might find out later in the show.
I say. Well, my week was great. You know, I've been investing in this little crypto, and it's starting to do a little moving. So I'm majorly happy. So, other than that, man, the weather's good, God is good, man. Shoot,
All the time.
and all the time He is good.
Have y'all
So-
seen that lady that's walking around asking people black sayings, and then they say God is good, and then the other person says, "Okay, yes He is," or
Yeah,
they
don't know.
They don't know.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think I've seen that.
I hadn't.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen that.
Yeah, like okay, so what's a color? I mean, what's a flavor of Kool-Aid?
red.
Exactly.
Red is a flavor.
Yeah, if you don't know red is a flavor,
Exactly.
you don't know nothing about
Right.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up. So, Miss Nikki, tell us about the drink of the day.
Oh, so this is the drink of the week, and
Oh, drink
this
of the week,
week
excuse
I
me.
made. It's called a spicy cucumber Collins, and I like this
Spicy
drink because my
cucumber
maiden name
Collins?
is Collins. Yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
All right.
All right.
And it's made with it's made with like jalapeno and cucumber
Oh
and
no,
tequila.
hot going in mean hot
and
coming out.
cucumber and a little tahini at the top with a little splash of simply lemonade.
A little
So,
splash.
Enjoy.
Bam. All right, let's see what this is about.
Okay.
It's interesting. Good.
I love
bad,
spicy.
ugly.
And I love jalapeno.
You know what? I'ma drink it, but
If you don't like it, don't.
I
drink
would never order this.
it. I know you would.
I
I'm
would.
gonna drink it today.
I just said I'm
real-
a drinker. You
real
ain't the
talk,
boss of me.
It's very refreshing to me. It gives
It's
me that.
light.
Yeah,
It's
it's
light.
very
It's
light,
crispy.
like delightful.
And I love jalapenos. I think you can put jalapenos on everything.
Me too.
Just like you can put bacon on everything.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
I do.
but
Boy,
The drink is
You
good.
put bacon on your cookie?
heck yeah. A bacon flavored cookie, bacon. Have you had a bacon ice cream? Oh,
What about peach cobbler? You put some
That's
bacon on that?
yes,
Big
I
bag-
would. Bacon
big bag
crumbles?
stuff.
Yes, I would. Oh, yeah. Fry up some
Oh,
bacon.
how about in your cereal? You gonna sprinkle some bacon?
I
on it?
surely will. You can put bacon on everything.
Use a wild boy.
Thank you. That's what she said.
Big bag, big bag. Big bag. Bacon don't go on everything.
Yes,
we
it
need
do.
to cut back on the pork, baby.
Oh, so you want me to stop with you?
I'm not pork.
No, you get.
Ah!
Let me stop.
And then I
I
got
like
my
that.
head.
I don't wanna
Hey,
stop.
Jay was up here.
There you
It
go.
was up here, and she was down here.
Wait,
It was
she
up here,
messed it
and
up.
she was down here.
We're having a hell of a conversation. You happen to miss it.
All right, you know, sometimes I'm just here. Y'all
Yeah.
just go.
Yeah, okay. So, what's the topic of the day today?
Topic of the day is polygamy and non-traditional relationships. So
Wow.
there's a question for Mr. J. Jizzle.
I think it's quite interesting. I would get this question, but I'll take it. So, what are your thoughts on polygamy and non-traditional relationships? Is this something you can consider, or is it a no for you? Okay, so first things first, it's definitely a yes, please.
Well, give the definitions first, because I want to make sure. I
Okay,
understand.
so let's just start with non-traditional relationships, right? Non-traditional would be considered what is not widely, hugely accepted in society, like marriage, girlfriend, boyfriend, things of that nature. When you start adding additional people, definitely non-traditional, right?
Okay.
Now, there is polygamy, and then there is polyamory, right?
Okay. So definitions: polygamy.
Polygamy is usually the practice and the marriage of multiple wives.
Okay.
Okay.
Only wives.
You know what? I don't know. You can do it however you want to. I'm telling you what my
I'm just
definition
saying.
is. Okay.
Okay.
And polyamory is usually about multiple loves,
Okay.
which each one of those words, because people will say, "Hey, I'm poly," meaning there's so many different layers to it. Right? There's
Okay.
solo poly, kitchen table, closed poly. There's actually a monogamous poly, believe it or not.
Okay. What is that?
Basically, if I'm deciding to be with someone and we're open to other people, but the understanding is I'm only having sexual relationships with that person that's inside of the polycule.
Okay. Okay. I get that.
I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I mean,
Can you rephrase it? Because I don't know what you don't.
I don't get what he's saying. Like, you're being monogamous with multiple people.
It means that nobody else can
So
ever
you're
join
married
that party.
to 3 wives,
Mhm.
but y'all all are monogamous. Y'all the only ones that could be in that relationship.
Right.
Is that what that is?
And no outside.
I thought that's what a poly was in the first place.
Oh no. Again, there's so many layers to it, right?
Right.
Like you could have someone draw out a piece of paper and there's a circle in the middle, that's the nucleus. That's maybe their really, really close connections. Someone may have a wife and a girlfriend, that's the nucleus.
Uh-huh.
But the wife has a boyfriend, that's another circle.
Mhm.
The girlfriend has 2 boyfriends and a girlfriend, those more circles,
Right.
right? The husband can have an extra husband, if you will, if you're into that, right? There's so many different ways
Gotcha.
that people can indulge in these types of relationships. And the beauty of it is that you can do what works for you.
Right.
For me, I think there's something, and of course, I love y'all and y'all do what you think freely. But I think that there's something unnatural about monogamy for me personally. Like literally with my energy and my personality, you're telling me that if I get with this one person, there's 8 billion people on the planet, right?
Right.
And I can only be really, really close to this one person. Just doesn't work for me.
Gotcha.
Doesn't make sense. It doesn't even add up to me
Gotcha.
from that perspective. And non-traditional is basically like, all the alternative BDSM, swinging, LS, all of those would probably be considered non-traditional relationships. Which I will say, for me personally, non-traditional, I think what I've grown tired of in my course of my life living is the logic and the idea that, let me give you an example. Let's say we're cohabitating, right?
Okay.
And for whatever reason, you had a long day at work or whatever. Am I waiting on my woman to feed me and cook when she get home? No, I'll cook. When she get home, she'll have a hot plate. Right.
Like
Now, of course, I'm just over the roles in tradition. He can't cook.
Yeah, I cook better than her.
Okay, I ain't trying to start nothing.
No, you know, I ain't say nothing.
But I'm over the traditional, air quote, traditional roles, right?
Right.
Because we all know that if something go bump in the night, there's no way Nikki's going to go look at it.
No, that's me.
That's you all day.
I will if I have to.
No, she won't.
Grab
Let's
the burner
let's
and
not
go
do
look
that.
around the house
Let's not do
and
that.
see what's going on.
Let's not do that.
Yes, I will.
You in the bed with your old man, and it's a noise out there, and you're going to be like, I got it?
I'm not going to say I will first off, but if he could not get up, yes, I will.
If I can't, that means I'm paralyzed.
No, that just means I put it on you last night and you can't wake up.
Oh, my God. This is not happening. And that's not even a thing.
No, real talk. If I had to, if he was for some reason,
okay,
I would go look around the house.
And that's fine. That's fine. Let me give you the scenario since I have to break it down to you like this. You guys are in the bed watching TV.
Right.
You two.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
You hear a boom, dum, 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 dum.
Right.
You're going to be like, nah, baby, I got it.
No, she'll wake me up.
You damn right. No,
hey,
y'all are up watching TV.
Oh, okay.
You
okay.
up.
Okay.
Who's going to go check it?
Thank you.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. We already knew that, but
you don't have to flex your womanhood in this situation. Like, I can look and check.
But you asking me would I? If I had to, that was my answer.
Yeah, you're married, so you don't have to.
If I ever have to, I will.
You keep saying if you ever.
Yeah.
This is forever. Ain't gonna be no if.
All right, finish your story.
Don't let me back you in the corner.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Woo!
It just got drawn out over this one little question when I want to hear what you got to say about this situation.
Which is what I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm just over the traditional roles. Like, if something needs to be cleaned around the house, if dishes need to be done, clothes need to be washed. Believe it or not, I've been married twice and neither one of my wives wash my clothes. I don't prefer that. I wash better than them anyway.
Thank you.
Right? Mm-hmm. So why is it set that the woman has to wash clothes, cook meals, this, that, and the third? Right? I just feel like let's actually get together. Who has the better quality in this situation? And let's partnership.
Yeah. And to me, with that thought process of, to me, that's non-traditional. That's a non-traditional relationship where you're going against what they claim.
The normal roles.
They claim is the normal roles. Then you got to consider yourself non-traditional, you know. And that's how I look at me and my wife, and I say me and my wife we're opportunists. We we explore and take advantage of any situation that we feel that, hey, we're interested in, or hey, we might want to do for the flavor of that day, or hey, you know, we there, we good, we excited, let's do this, or let's do that, or let's not do this, or let's not do that. So I tell people, we don't fall under any titles. We're not classified under any titles. We're just opportunists. For that moment, whatever we feel the vibe is, if that is that how we want to vibe, we vibe. If that's not how we want to vibe, we don't vibe.
Okay, so since you don't do the titles, then we'll just call you Freaky Deaky.
Right? I can roll with that. F and F, Freaky Fred. And Dirty Diana, D&D.
Dirty Diana. She don't want to talk about it, though. You don't want to talk about it? It's okay. We ain't got to rap about it. It's all good.
All right. So, with that, okay, let me ask this. Do you think with society today, because everybody's making a big ordeal about being polyamorous, you know, like with Neo and all his wives?
He just added one too, by the way.
Yeah, he got 4 now.
Mm-hmm.
He has 4. Yeah. So,
you
know, yeah. I mean, do you think that a lot of people are too governed under the stereotype that, oh, it should just be one man and one woman? Or do you think people should govern themselves under what works for you and make your life and your relationship flow. That's what you follow. Forget what everybody else thinks.
Wouldn't this be such a wonderful world we lived in if people lived by the logic, live and let live, but
Yeah.
we don't? Because people
Judge.
listen and they do judge.
They judge big time.
Okay?
Yeah.
So, but I don't think that it is, only two people can decide the framework and the construct of a relationship.
Right.
And that's the two people in it.
Right. You know, I sit and say, now don't get me wrong, I'm not against, you know, a married couple saying, hey, you know what? It's just us and only us. And that's a beautiful thing. That's not, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm not against somebody saying, hey, we're in this relationship and you know what? I feel that we want to add somebody else. That's all I'm saying is whatever you and your mate chooses to do, that's y'all's business.
I think another
That's
reason
you
why
guys' business.
I'm turned off about non-traditional is because I think it's closed as far as
Turned off about non-traditional or
Or traditional.
Because you just said non-traditional.
traditional.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's because of the potential closed offness, right? Meaning, like, let's just say, for instance, did nobody freak out, right?
Mm-hmm.
But what if Nikki decides she wants to try pegging?
What is that?
Oh, she has to do that with somebody else.
What is that?
Where you put on a strap and put your and do your man. Well, it won't be me.
What if I wanted it?
It won't be me.
Okay.
I'm just telling you.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah,
Right.
It won't be me.
But when you talk about monogamy, right? For whatever reason, what sparked that interest for her, right?
Right.
In those settings, she literally just got to die and not explore that.
Yeah.
She
It is
can't
what it is.
explore it and say, you know what, I want to try it. I think it's interested, this, that, and the third, in a monogamous situation because she be cheating.
Right.
So you close off the growth, even if it's not sexual.
Well,
I think your growth is stifled in a traditional
I'm
relationship.
gonna throw.
That's just what I feel.
I'm gonna throw a different scenario out there, and I am very open minded about a lot of things, and I'm just a realist to a lot of things. I mean, you know, it's just as me. Everybody has their own thoughts and their own opinions, but you just can't sit there and tell me that I'm gonna marry this person, and for the next 50 years, he's the only person I want. I just don't believe it. I'm not turned on by nobody else. I'm not excited by nobody else. You know, like me and my wife joke, but on a serious note, we joke a lot, but on a serious note, she has her celebrity crushes. And so do I. And she's like, and we sat there one day, just laid up on the couch talking. She's like, babe, if I ever really, really, really got the chance to be with one of my celebrity crushes, could I? And I was like, if you was fortunate enough to meet your celebrity crush and he wants you, enjoy your moment. Because who am I to steal your fantasy away? And I just feel like that. I just feel like that. Because to me, it's just a fantasy, a sexual act, a moment of gratification. She's not saying, I love this man and I want to be with him now and I want to leave him.
But what if he come through and put the Waka Flocka on?
If he did, and wait a minute, if he did and it turned her feelings away from me and toward him, and she feel that this is my true love, I want to be with him, all I want from her is happiness. I'm not insecure or selfish enough to say that I don't want you happy. I want you happy. And if I'm not the person that can make you happy, then I suggest and strongly promote that you find that person that will make you happy. Because to me, sex is just an action. But to somebody to win your heart, and you wake up every morning with the security of saying, I love my man, my man, my man, my man, my man. Shoot, can't nobody fly by night can step in and take away from that unless they just have all the right moves and you was never really
You do
mine.
got that bread.
Hey, but you know what? Then if that was the case, if it's about bread, then guess what? I tell everybody is in your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. I hope I found my lifetime. But if it's not my lifetime and it's a season, then I have to look at the fact that, and I believe this wholeheartedly, God got something better for me there. Because if this man was able to take her, then she wasn't in my lifetime she wasn't in my life for the whole season. It was just a growing phase to level me up to get ready for what God has better for me. And that's how
that's going off the subject of, well, I guess that is non-traditional.
That's definitely
that's non-traditional, yeah.
I have a question for Fred.
I got something.
Michelle, the producer, got some conversation for me. Miss Off-Camera, fourth co-host. Go ahead, Michelle. What's the conversation?
Listening to what you said,
Yes.
do you think by giving her permission,
No, not permission, freedom.
freedom?
You cannot control nobody from doing something what they want to
Call it
do.
what
But she has my the question I think she has my blessings and my support. Yes.
So by giving her all that, can you be messing up your blessings?
Yep.
Hey, you know what? I don't know what my blessings are. All I know how to do is just receive them.
What you mean you don't know what your blessings are?
Wait a minute.
I got a question.
God gives me. Wait a
I
minute.
got so much to say, but everybody talking.
Well,
I'm
interject.
sorry.
No. I want Michelle to say what she
I
gonna
don't.
say first.
Wait a minute. I put it like this, Michelle. Did God bless me with my wife? Yes, He did. He did. But for me, and she sat there and said, "Babe, like who she loves. Give me one of your celebrity crushes." Method Man. And she ran across Method Man. Mr. Cash rules everything around me. Cream get the money. Dollar bill, yo. And she ran across Method Man. And Method Man was like, yo, I'm vibing for you.
Wait a minute. Did he say it like that?
Yeah.
You know, that New York, son, God, son, I'm feeling you, shorty. And they're out somewhere and she's like, this is my celebrity crush and he's feeling me. Da-da-da-da-da. She's like, hey, I'm here with Method Man and I'll be like, I said, so really you met you and that, he wants you? She's like, I really think so. I was like, fairness is fairness. We talked about this and this is something we established in the beginning. I'll be like, have fun. I have no insecurity. I have no jealousy. I have no remorse.
It just sounds like a cop-out. I don't know.
No, it's not a cop-out because I have my celebrity crush.
Wait a minute, a cop-out on whose part though?
Yeah.
His.
Why would it be a cop-out on my part?
on his
Let her explain it.
Okay, I am.
Well, y'all can finish talking, but it just sounds like a cop-out. It just sounds like...
How's it a cop-out?
It's still just giving freedom. It's giving you can do what you want to do
To me,
instead of
giving why did I get married in the first place?
Amen. That's what it's
Then
giving.
why did you agree to it in the first place if that's what you feel?
We talked about that a long time ago, and I still stand by that. But in my full belief, honest belief, I don't ever think I would be in the presence of Method Man or Lorenz Tate or any other Michael
Or
E.
Jason Motum.
Ooh.
Oh, you got
Look at that. She's like, whoa.
Anyway,
got our voice.
Yeah.
being realistic, I don't think you would come across Megan Good or Regina Hall.
Well, I'll tell you, if I was going to Regina Hall,
them people,
it's
and,
all.
and they were actually given to, how they are.
I know that, baby.
I know
I'm
we
just
had
saying.
that agreement.
But if you know what, you never say never because you never know when never will happen to you. So
That's true.
I'll tell you what I do like is
Right.
that you guys are sharing the perspective about, it's a cop-out. Why did I get married?
Mm-hmm.
That's another reason why I'm against traditional relationship because it sounds like y'all want to get locked in. Please tell me what to do and I can't do what I want to do.
Right. Yeah. But you know what? But here's the sad thing about it. And I hate to change it up a little bit, but I heard on the radio, they asked a question, and the question was, and I'm gonna up the price but they were just saying, if your mate called you up and said, "Baby, I'm sorry, I just cheated on you, but I got paid $100,000," would you be upset?
As far as me and your agreement,
Yeah.
yes.
Of course.
Because you did it behind my back and
Right.
didn't tell me anything.
Yeah. And I agree that because we have a firm agreement that if something like that ever happened, just show me enough respect of a phone call
Before
it happens.
An actual phone call?
An actual phone call saying, "Babe, this is about to go down.
I'm about to put my dick in here."
No, not while you right there with
no.
the dick out. No.
But I mean, come on. You know when something is going to happen.
Indecent proposal.
Yeah,
exactly.
like that.
You have enough
like
time to say, "Hold on, babe."
Not right there next to the person. Go.
It don't matter
Whatever you want it to be.
because I'll do it right next to her.
Hey, I'm about to beat her back in.
Yeah, babe, check this out.
Like on Harlem
Check this
Nights.
out.
Hey,
Babe.
put your mom on the phone.
Tell your mama I ain't never coming
I ain't
over.
never coming back.
Yeah.
All right, y'all take it easy.
No, but it just real talk. It's like, babe, it's not. I want this. I want to beat this up. It's just a one night action. Do I have your okay? If she said no, I respect that. If she said yeah, then I don't. Then that's like I can move forward without me saying I'm being deceitful.
You'll
And that's
respect it and
that's
not
what
do
I-
it?
Huh?
You'll respect it and not do it?
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. If she
No,
said
he already
no,
got permission to do it.
right?
Right.
Yeah. If
So
she
now
said
he got
no,
permission.
if she said no, then I'm gonna respect that and not do it.
And then
Because
does she have to pay for the consequences because y'all could have been $100,000 or however much money you said?
Yeah,
Richard?
because he gonna let me. He ain't never gonna
Gonna
let me
let you-
forget
yeah.
about that.
Now
Cause we
that she
gonna
have
have
to-
we got bills and stuff to pay. He gonna be like, hey,
well,
First of all, I really wouldn't be
I
upset. I wouldn't be
wouldn't
upset over 100,000. Now, if that joker ran up about $1 million or something, I'd be like, babe, are you sure you don't want
Now
to
wait a
this
minute.
$1
Time
million?
out. Time out.
This
Time
$1 million,
out.
babe.
Time out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I can't go no further.
Okay.
You telling me that dick ain't for sale for $100K?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Okay, that don't sound like what you were saying.
No, I said
Right.
if she said no, would I be upset about it? I'd be like, yeah, I don't think I'd be upset. I wouldn't be as upset. I wouldn't be, really it wouldn't bother me.
That's
for
why you
100K.
stumbling over
Yeah, I
what
know.
you're saying. Stop the drama. Stop the madness. Argue with your mama.
Yeah.
Somebody
Yeah.
offer you $100K, and I'll go further and say you too. It's getting done.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay then. What the fuck we doing?
No, but listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what I really, really in my soul think and believe. When me and Fred
Is
got
that bet you
married,
man to give you $1 million and still give you some?
no, I'm not thinking about nothing, man. I know there's no chance. Anyway, when me and Fred got married, polygamy, all that stuff was never ever mentioned, talked about. Like you set boundaries before you get married, so you know what kind of relationship you got.
Okay.
Yeah, when we first met each other, we were like, okay, if I ran into my celebrity crush, you know, would you let it happen if I had the chance? We both said yeah, cause you know I don't. But I am into my Bible and I do read certain things that you should not do, and it's like having more than one wife.
It says not to in the Bible.
Yes, it does.
So what?
No, it don't say not to. It
Oh,
say
okay.
you should not. In
It
Proverbs.
says you shouldn't.
Proverbs 4 verse 15 through 23. Y'all can read up on that if y'all want to when y'all get the chance. But I read up on that and it's just really
It
basically,
says don't have more than one wife.
It says you should not. Any man can do what he want to do.
So
But
God gives you that freedom.
yeah.
He gives you the
But
freedom to do what you want.
you
But
should not. One man should
he
be for
specifically
one woman
states
and-
that one man should be for one woman, and that's how a marriage should be. But he says that, you know, like he does, I give you the choice to do your own. But you look at anybody that's been blessed with more than one wife, has their situation turned out good? No, it hasn't. I made one man
But
for one woman.
not
It
to
does
be
say
all
that in the
Bible-ishing and God-ishing.
Bible-ishing.
But I'm not trying to get too religious about it. But at the same time, I am a free spirit. I do, like to be sexy. I like to, I'm not body shy or any of that. But I do have those morals built inside of me, especially coming from the Bible. When it comes to Fred, we are very open and we are we don't mind experimenting
Right.
with things.
Whatever we feel that we want to feel for that moment.
But would I consider polygamy? Absolutely not. I don't want to share him. If I share him, it has to be the way I want it to, and it's not gonna be you not about to have another wife. You're not about to have another girlfriend. It's just not happening.
So
And
how would it be?
I feel like if we had it this way before we got married, don't try to change things now that you see all your friends or somebody else living that way and you want that.
What about just the natural evolution of a person?
What do you mean? Like
People grow. And
yeah, they do.
their
And
desires
people
change,
grow,
what
people
they
change.
like change.
Yeah.
They say in a marriage, in your marriage, every 5 years you change.
Right,
You
but
grow.
you're not supposed to.
No, nobody said you're not supposed to.
Oh, well, I mean,
Even
you
in our
just
marriage
said.
counseling, they said we were going to change and
The
really,
things that you like now, or the things that you like now, you may not like in 5 years, and the things that you don't like, you may like in 5 years.
They told
you
Fred,
grow
they said,
in a
Fred,
relationship,
she is not gonna
and
be
you're
the same
going to
Nikki that
change.
you're with
Yeah,
right
and
now.
in our marriage
5
counseling,
years
they said, Fred, you're not
She's
going to
gonna
be the
be
same
in
Fred.
40s,
Nikki,
and
you're
she's
not
gonna
going to be
be
the same Nikki. You will grow and change, because that is evolution. You will change.
Just as long
And-
as you keep it in the box.
But we
yeah.
have to
Not
be
in
able
the
to
box.
accept
You,
each
as long
other's
as you
changes.
as long as you keep it open with each other. The thing
Communication.
the thing of it is being, like I tell
It
her,
seems
we
close.
try to be very transparent and very open. I don't try to hide nothing with her, and she don't try to hide nothing with me. We're very open in our conversation. We're very open in our actions, because that's what keeps confusion down. That's what keeps chaos out of the relationship.
And I know we agree, like, if this happened, would you let me? I tell him yes. He tell me yes too, but I don't think I would ever even do it. Even if it came to my face, even though I
And
always
she
said
has the
it.
choice to say yes
Yeah,
or no.
even though I always said,
Yeah.
oh, I would love to be with him.
But-
I wouldn't do it. Just my heart wouldn't let me do it. But because we had that agreement, if it happened with him, I'll be like, go ahead, babe.
So Regina Hall, I'm coming for you.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you, so Regina Hall.
Now I said I probably wouldn't do it.
You both is going to do it.
100,000 or not, peanut butter jelly sandwich.
100,000 or not. Somebody going to offer you a salt package, and you're going to be like, it's a
All
bet.
Right.
Take the money off the table.
One too many
Now,
drinks.
if you make it one salt package, one pepper package, you got a deal. Look at ass.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I'm
I
just
mean,
really stuck in.
you know, and the reason I say that is because if you go back to our parents' era and our grandparents' era, you can actually see the evolution for them. But then I sit back and think about when the United States itself went through that hippie phase of free love, and we don't fight wars, we make love. And to me, I think that's when America was its most freest. You know, so I don't know. I think even in any relationship, it's about the understanding and the commitment in the relationship that you make with the person that you're with. And if y'all are on the same page and y'all are very transparent with each other, then fuck what the world say, do you, and just enjoy life. Enjoy life.
I get it.
And there's no judging from
inside
that.
the box when you grow.
Right. You can't stay inside of a box and grow. That's even
You
like
sure?
You can't.
No,
He know
that's
you
just
can't.
like,
He
yeah, I
trying to
know,
be funny.
I know. That's
He's
like
trying to be funny.
America. That's like planting a plant. When you plant a plant and you got them in that little what is that pot? That little pottery pot thing you put a plant in.
It's called a pot.
Yeah. And so, but once it starts growing, you got to repot it. You got to put it into a bigger pot, until a point where you have to take it out the pot and just stick it in Mother Earth, the soil, and just let it really grow and blossom. And that's what I think a relationship is. You know, you start out, it's a phase of every day learning and understanding and learning to accept that your way may not be the right way, but the way that we do it together, we're going to grow. That's how I look at it.
As long as you get the permission to grow.
We get it. You don't like marriages.
Where's the pot?
He's stirring the pot.
Me stirring the pot? How?
Yeah. So here's a question I need to ask you, Mr. J Jizzle. And I try to understand your perspective because you're going through, this will be 2 years of marriage, and now you're into I'm really understanding J Jizzle.
Wait, let's do 2 years of marriage.
Rewind.
I mean, 2 marriages, not 2 years of marriage.
Yes, I've been married twice.
Yeah,
Yes.
two marriages that now you are to the point where I'm truly understanding and respecting what I need for me to be happy and be complete.
Okay.
So describe that from where you were then to where you are now.
Okay, so ironically enough, this is the advice I give to all people, and I don't know why they always asking me for relationship advice.
Because he's pretty much on a relationship show.
No.
Shut it up. But this is what I suggest to all people. I think that once you get to a certain place, let's just say over 30, right? I think we all should talk to somebody.
Yeah.
Not saying you got to be therapized in 2 years of therapy, this, that, and the third, but sit down and do some introspective, self-identity looking, right? Because I think once you pour into yourself enough to know what it is you like, what it is you don't like, what it is you will do, what it is you won't do. When you can provide what you require from someone
somebody
else,
Right.
Yeah,
that's
but
what's put you in a position to say and have the energy to attract
Yeah.
whatever it is you're looking for.
That's true.
So that's what my path looked like. I definitely went through therapy. I definitely had some offhand ships, if you will. I think that it took time for me to walk in my truth. So I think that everyone at a certain point in life should seek out to really truly engage in the path of self-identity. What happened through the course of my life, for a big portion of it, I knew who I was. I liked who I was, and everything. But it's different in knowing who you are and walking in your truth. Some people still don't even know who they are. You tell them, hey man, you sarcastic. Who, me? I'm sarcastic?
Right.
That's because they haven't took the steps to dive in and look in the mirror. Look in the mirror and be like, who is Jay?
And be honest.
You better
about
have
it.
something better than saying, I'm Jay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can tell you all the good, bad, ugly, nasty, ugly stuff. There's a lot of work that's been done on me. So I suggest everybody do
and
it.
that's through therapy, talking to somebody.
Therapy started it. It uncovered a lot, right? There was a lot of things, all of the internet words that I didn't believe I was doing. I didn't think I was a gaslighter. I damn sure was.
Yeah.
I didn't think that I was misleading people with my communication. I damn sure was, right? There's a difference in being fully embracing of this is who I am, and it's okay if you don't like it, because I had a lot of fear of, well, if I tell them how I really am and I show them who I really am, they're not gonna like me.
Right.
I don't care no more.
Right.
You fuck with me, right?
Right.
Because of who I am, not what you can get from me, but just because.
Right.
So a lot of people don't take those steps. I think it could be it's a very good place to be.
Oh,
In this
I
skin
know.
I'm in over here,
Yeah.
I love it over here, bro.
Man, let me tell you something. If by any inkling that you think that I care what you think about me, you are so far lost. I don't give a damn what nobody think about me. Because I have came to a point in my life and the trials and the tribulations that I've been through that I realized that people are going to talk about you when you up. People are going to talk about you when you down. People are going to talk about you when you sad, you good. So why should I worry about what you're going to say about me? I'm just going to be me. And if you don't like what you see in me, or you don't like what comes out of me, then you have every right to move yourself out from around me.
I get it.
I don't beg nobody to be around me. I don't beg nobody to hang out with me. But best believe I got more than enough friends that call me on a regular basis. Fred, what you doing? Yo, Big A, let's hang out. Man, hey, man, we're having this over here. You coming through? Because I'm one of them people that people say, let me ask Fred. Because Fred, I'm not going to shoot you no bunch of BS. I'm going to cut straight through to this root of it. Because if I care about you, I'm going to tell you the truth if it hurts your feelings or not. Because then you got to respect the fact that, because if I don't care about you, I'm not going to say nothing at all.
Yeah, so, I mean, just for clarity, you don't care what nobody thinks.
Nobody.
You hear that?
I hear.
Except my wife. Let me say that. I know where you was going.
Hey,
I know where you was going.
I was gonna let it pass.
I'm sorry,
I know where you was going.
I couldn't help it.
Yeah.
While he's on his monologue soliloquy over here, I don't care about what nobody thinks. And I'm sitting there thinking about, ooh, Nikki, you hear this?
I
You hear this?
Like
You over here like,
all right,
Okay, all right.
Nikki is over here like this. Oh, you don't care?
Yeah, secretly writing it up.
Except my baby over here. That's the only opinion that I worry about.
We know you care about what she say, because if you don't get her approval, you're going to have your lips stuck out and your arms folded.
Good Lord. I got to go through a night of
That is so not true.
And she get it from her mama.
Oh, you hear that, mama? She about to cut you up when she see this
I love my
episode.
mother-in-law.
I just talked about my mama when he did.
He did put the sound effects and everything. He was like on waiting to exhale. Grr. Grr.
I love my mother-in-law. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
All right, now, can we do shots for shot? I mean, mystery shot?
Yeah, we can do this.
I feel like after that conversation, I need a shot now.
Mystery shots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, producer
That
Michelle.
sound good.
So this segment, I don't mind saying, this segment is our off-camera host and producer, Miss I Got You Right, Michelle. She's got this
With her
segment.
camo on today.
INDEPEND.
Okay, let's get it popping.
So it's called Mystery Shot. Ooh, man.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'm
you
ready,
know.
but
Going on
look at
this.
the drink.
You
Mystery.
water.
It's called Mystery Shots, and she asks us all these questions, and if we
Trivia
get
questions.
trivia questions, and if we get it wrong,
We
then
gotta take
And it's
a
going to
sip.
be relatable to the topic Jay was speaking on.
Okay.
oh my goodness.
I'm willing myself water. Come to me, water.
All right, let's make it
These
happen.
questions are based off the topics of polygamy and non-traditional relationships.
And
Okay.
that's what the producer says. So let's
That's
rock and
it.
roll.
So number one, poly is practiced by a minority of the population in the U.S. What percentage do you think that minority falls into? A, 4 to 5%, B, 10 to 15%, C, 50 to 55%, or D, 99%.
Okay, so 50 and 55 and 99 is not even minority.
10 to 15 is me.
I know we got some smart people up in here. Minority is the key word.
Right. So what's the first three again?
4 to 5%, 10 to 15%, or 50 to 55%.
I choose B.
I swear I think it's smaller.
10 to 15.
I choose A.
I'm going to go with the 10 to 15.
Fred is the winner, 4 to
Damn.
5%. Drink.
Yeah, but see, why she say something about smart people in here? She tricked me off camera.
No, because you said
You set me up.
you said 50 is not. You said 99 and 50 was high, so you were smart. You were thinking.
Slurp, slurp. Shot it. Shot.
What
Right.
is that?
I can't
Tequila.
read my writing.
It's the same tequila in there drink.
That don't make it taste any better.
Boy.
All right, what's the next one?
All right, this is a true or false question.
The Bible considers poly to be a sin. True or false?
False. I think false.
I'm gonna say true.
I say false.
True. Nikki gave y'all the answer during the show.
I know.
She did her reading and gave y'all scripture. It's true. Drink, fellas.
Wait.
Well, I misunderstood the question. Then.
I did
too. No, y'all heard the question.
Y'all heard it?
No. You said, does the Bible
Consider it a sin or not?
No, it didn't say it was
Well,
a sin. It said you have the right
I
to
gave
do
you the scripture. I even showed you in a text message. So after the show, you can go back to your phone and read.
And you
read
can also go to Genesis 2:24.
Hey.
There you go. There you go.
Hey, what
Come
are
on,
you doing?
come on,
What are
we
you
got
doing,
one,
sir?
7.
No,
One
I see what you're doing there.
I had it ready
see
just
what
in
you're
case
doing
I got
there.
challenged.
You can't be shaking it, bro.
No, I this had more in it. and
I
want
don't
more
care.
liquor.
You can't be shaking.
I want more liquor.
Who poured them this time?
He did.
See,
Both times.
I
You
ain't-
pour him next time.
I'm sick of your bullshit.
You pour him next time.
I'm tired. He over here shaking them.
No,
to
So
try to
these
see
drinks,
which one
we
is
don't know
which.
what's in these cups. So that's why they're arguing.
Ting.
Water? You got water? No.
All right, next
All
question.
right.
Michelle.
All right, number 3, the biggest polygamy in the world, he was a male, of course, had how many wives? A, 30.
Polly who?
Polygamy.
They said polygamy, but, you know, a polygamist.
However you wanna pronounce
Yeah,
it.
however y'all want to call it. We'll say poly, but it read polygamy.
Okay.
How many wives did he have? 30, 40, 39, or 49?
Those are all big numbers.
In what time span are we talking?
I have
Ever?
no idea. The biggest in the world.
Current?
I'm gonna say 30.
I'm gonna say 39. Jay.
What are the 4 answers again?
A was 30, B was 40, C was 39, and D was 49.
I'm gonna go with 49.
And the winner is 39. Fred,
Damn.
Nikki, and Jay.
That one's mine. I already just touching that one.
I
Thanks.
hope it's not water. That's what you get. That wasn't water either.
All right, moving along. Number 4, the first wife is expected to do what? A, cook, B, clean, C, work. I know these wives have roles.
I'm gonna say A, cook.
I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me show you how I got this ring.
Oh, not that they both turned up real quick on that.
Yeah, they both need to drink.
Yeah, just for
Producer
that.
also for that.
Just for
mess.
that.
For that mess. I don't cook.
Pay attention.
Okay. Give me that one more again.
Cook, clean, work. What was
The-
the first wife's what is she expected to do?
There's not a
How would
D
you-
that
how
says
would you do
all.
your wife?
No.
Oh,
Or I could,
How
yeah,
would
you could do
your
D
first
other.
wife? How would you do her? What would you want her to do?
I don't believe in hierarchy like that. That ain't gonna work.
Well,
in my
just pick
system.
one.
This is the first wife, you
Just
know.
pick it.
Okay, so cook, clean,
And
get
work.
booty. Like, what's the question? Answer.
Cook, clean, or work.
Cook, clean, or work?
Uh-huh.
Why y'all waiting on me and looking at
Because
me?
it's your turn to answer.
Okay, I'll say work.
What you say?
I'm gonna say cook.
Fred and Nikki were right with
knew it.
A,
Because
cook.
the man gotta eat first foremost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cook.
You gotta eat.
The way doing mine.
And I
Hard as
you
it
probably
sounds.
picked her because she know how to throw down in the kitchen and throw down in the bedroom. So
Poor Jay has to drink.
Muster up, Jay Jizzle.
another one bites the dust. He keep getting
Good,
tequila.
good.
I actually keep getting water.
Oh, really?
All right, and the 5th and final question. Who had 100 wives in the Bible? A, Samson, B, Jacob, C. Peter, D. King Solomon.
Solomon had
Solomon.
a bunch.
I'm gonna say
I think it was more than 100 though.
I think it was like 700.
I'm
But I'm gonna say Solomon.
Everybody won.
Oh, no drinks.
King Solomon. Woo!
Take another one anyway.
Take one of these.
I'm gonna take some water from my cup.
Good job.
Obviously, I didn't know because I thought that was water.
Ooh, that was a guava. Yeah.
He mixing it.
Yeah.
He mixing stuff.
Would you put some agave juice in there?
No. It's a different liquor.
He don't be pronouncing stuff like
But anyway, this is going. We're gonna roll into the next segment, and the next segment is Stir the Pot with Mr. J. Jizzle.
Hey, let's start.
Lord, this is so funny.
Mr. J. Jizzle.
Okay.
What is the
So-
Stir the Pot moment?
Today's sexual position of the week.
Okay.
Okay? I know you guys have probably heard of the infamous green tea shot.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You ever had one?
Mm-hmm.
It's delicious.
Yes.
Yes.
Right?
I like it.
Well, this position, we call it the black tea shot.
Oh,
All
wow.
right.
Okay?
Back to Lil Joe.
Basically,
Stop.
you know, her head is hanging off the bed. I don't know why all my positions.
You always
be with
say
the
that. Oh my
hanging
God,
off
that's
the
your
bed.
favorite stuff.
It's a thing. Anyway,
Okay.
her head's hanging off the bed, you know. You just lift up your sack and you just drop it in her mouth. Like a little tea bag.
Oh.
It's just a black tea shot.
Yes.
You should try it.
Yes.
Yes.
I think I did.
That's interesting.
Thank me later.
This one was for the fellas. 'Cause she clearly uncomfortable in every way.
Well, I mean, have you ever had both of them in your mouth at one time?
Yes.
Yeah, it's great for us.
Yeah.
And y'all too, because then you can't breathe good. Well, that you know what?
Look
You're
at
going too
that.
far.
Unless she
Carry on.
unless she
No
unlock
comment.
the
It's just called
jaws.
the black tea shot, right? Okay. Now it's time for Just Ask Fred. The voice.
Yes.
Okay, so
All right.
Michelle got a question from our listeners. She checked our email. We have plenty of questions. She picked one. Who is this question from, Michelle?
Let's see what we got here. This one is from me, actually.
What? Our
Yeah.
producer Michelle emailed in on tonightwesip@gmail.com and asked a question
Oh my
for Just
God,
Ask
that's so
Fred, the voice. Well, Michelle, what is your question?
Lord, he's so rich.
Yes.
Well, this comes from my women's group, and they just wanted to know more about the talk show and also
Okay.
in alignment with the show. Fred, what's your guilty pleasure and what advice do you have for us single women today? Because we struggling in these streets.
You're struggling in the streets. Okay, what is my guilty pleasure? Okay, I have to ask. Is that a pleasure meaning a non-sexual or sexual?
Just whatever it is.
Well, yeah, whatever comes to mind. It could be non-sexual.
It's
Okay.
definitely not food because you don't feel bad about eating 3-4 cookies.
Because I was going to say, my
You
guilty,
should feel guilty.
my
but you
guilty
don't.
pleasure is chocolate. For some reason, man, I cannot get enough chocolate.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Oh my God. Oh,
Winnie Moore.
man.
That's why you look like that with them cookies. He's like, Jay, can I have some?
His eyes lit up.
You noticed, soon as he walked in and he had a,
He made a
he
beeline to
had
me.
a, I'm not even
They
gonna
would.
front, no cap. I was not hungry at all. But I looked up there and I said, oh, that's a box of chocolate.
Look at his face though. He really
I said,
get excited.
I know that. I said, I picked up the box. I said, Jay. He said, have at it. I said, don't mind if I do. I didn't take one,
Look
but I
how
took
big
two.
his eyes
Man, I just,
We all seen him got excited about it.
man, I kid you not, man. It's just like,
So chocolate's your guilty pleasure?
man, it really is.
Okay.
It really is. And that's just something that came up on me like in the last 7 years. It's just like, I can't get enough chocolate.
Like dark, any kind of milk,
Any
anything?
kind of chocolate, man. It's like back in the day, my pleasure used to be lemon cake.
Okay.
Cause remember that was the first cake you ever baked for me was a lemon cake. I was like, oh my god, can't get enough of it. You need to take another shot. So, but here it is. I was just like, man, it's just like it just came on me, and it came on me like, bam, and I cannot. And that's water. No, that's not water.
It's not water.
I can't get enough chocolate, and that's my guilty pleasure. So, second part of that question, read that to me again.
The second part was, what advice do you have for single women today? And more focused on single women today that want a mate and want a husband.
You know, I'm going to give you a short version and a long version. I'm going to start out with the short version. The short version is, man, just get on your hands and knees and pray to God and ask Him to bring you your mate, and then leave it alone. And just
But you gotta be in detail when you ask.
Yeah,
what
I know.
kind of mate you want.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you got to. I mean, and no cap, because I did this myself, and that's the only reason I'm saying that. I literally got on my hands and knees with one of my best friends. His name is Reggie, and we was in my living room, and I got on my hands and knees because I got tired of jumping from girl to girl to girl to girl to girl to girl, and I was like, I just want somebody that is for me. You know, it's just you know, you get to a stage in your life where, you know, single is being cool, having a bunch of women is being cool, but the stuff gets boring. And you get bored a lot of nights when you laying at home and you want to be laid up with somebody, you want to be sharing a bowl of popcorn, both of y'all with a snuggie on or whatever, or just butt ass naked laying on the couch, enjoying one another, and you want that. But you sitting up there talking about, man, dang, who can I call? Who do I really want? It's more so, whose temperament do I really want to deal with for the moment? Because I grow bored of people real fast. It's just like, all right, the do is done, you can leave now. And you really want to find somebody you can say, this is me, this is mine, and I'm hers. So I got on my hands and knees and I prayed. I was like, and then literally, it's funny because I had a list. I was like, Lord, I want a woman who, first of all, fears God, fears and loves you beyond, above everything. Second of all, somebody that has a very high sex drive. Because quit playing with yourself. If you're not going to be truthful about what you want, then why are you on your knees praying about it? So somebody who has a very high sex drive, somebody who's very athletic, somebody who is very outgoing, because I'm an outgoing spirit. And I just named it. I went down my list. This is what I want. I want this. And then to end your prayer, you ask God, Lord, give me the visibility to see and acknowledge it when you bring it in my face. Because the sad part of it is, God brings the right person for you, but you don't receive it because you don't see it. And you let minute things temporarily blind you. And it's like, oh no, he's not that one for me. And next thing you know, you done let your blessing walk away. So you ask God to give you the vision and the temperament to acknowledge and see when He is bringing your blessing to you. Yeah.
I'd like to tag along on that. So I think you should be sure about what you ask for.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
What you ask for, yeah.
no, like for real. Mm-hmm. You everybody say they want, you know,
X, Y, and Z.
just what do you say, high sex drive.
Right.
You really think you want somebody with a high sex drive until you get somebody with a high sex drive.
And you can't perform.
And you can't keep up.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
you're right.
be realistic about what you asking for.
Yeah.
That you really ready for that.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, be specific. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, be prepared for it.
Right.
Because you can ask and you can receive. What happens sometimes, people ask, they receive and be like, well, wait a minute. I didn't want that. Yeah, you did. You
That's
just
what
wasn't
you
ready
asked
for
for.
it.
Right.
Facts.
That's
That's
hey, great point. Great point. And
That's
that's
right.
what I say. So, in other words, and then after that, be patient. You know, as they say, don't put the buggy before the horse. Just be patient and trust me. God will bring what you
And
want.
be yourself. Because you
Yeah.
don't ever want to bring a representative because you cannot keep that up. You
Yeah.
cannot keep up with you
Yeah.
trying to be this way for this man because you like his attention. But then as time goes by, you realize you're not really like that. And then he starts to be like, who is this? This ain't the person I wanted. Just be yourself. That's the best advice I can give.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What about getting rid of the delusion?
Meaning what? Like,
Of a perfect relationship, which there's no such thing as it.
oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's one.
Yeah.
I'm just hey, ladies, no disrespect to you in general, but almost in general, women are very delusional
Yeah.
when it comes to relationships.
Men are too.
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
all right. We'll go with what you
The
say.
reason why I say that is because men judge us by our looks, the outside of us, and
No.
then they might see a little bit of potential,
No.
but
No.
they go off of the looks, and if they had sex before, if that was good, that they don't care about nothing else.
No.
But then they put this woman on a pedestal that shouldn't even be on a pedestal because you didn't get the time to really get to know this woman.
No.
So I call that the Lulu.
Yeah.
Because you thought you had something that you really didn't have. Now you're seeing her true ways, and now you like, damn, what did I get myself into?
And you're a woman saying what a man thinks.
Yeah.
Right. No.
You
That's
know
definitely
why?
not delusional.
You know why? Because I've been through it. I got brothers, I got uncles, I got sons, and I just been through myself. I look on both sides. In my relationship, I put myself in his shoes a lot.
Well, the question was for the women. What
Yes.
can we do?
Yeah. But I was
That was why
bouncing
I
off of what
answered.
you just said.
You just basically turned it back on men. I was answering the women's
Okay,
question.
I shouldn't have jumped in, but I was.
But
going
go
to
ahead,
after-
make
no,
your
no, no,
claim.
no,
You
no.
men need to do this.
No.
When the question is, what do women do out here single?
Because you
I think
saying
a lot
what-
of women are delusional, and I'll give an example of that. Women like to use this word, you hear it all the time, consistency, right?
Yes.
So, at what point is it that this is consistency? Meaning, I have a responsibility to text you good morning, good night, check at you on lunch, and all of this. And last time I text you, you ain't responded. So then the next time I get on the phone with you, well, you know, you're not showing me consistency. Lady, I got like 3 blue messages that you ain't responded to. How about you show me?
So consistent.
So is that what they mean when they say consistency? Just text message, or
No, he was
are they
giving an
talking about
example.
something broader?
I mean, again, when you first meet somebody, how much consistency can you really expect? You can consistently expect them to be who they are. But you can't expect, I just met you and now all I think about is you, to where when I wake up in the morning, I gotta text
Absolutely
you.
not.
When I go to lunch, I
No.
gotta text you. That's not a thing. That's gotta be built. That could be 30 days. It could be 2 years for that to happen. The women think that there's supposed to be this energy of now all I think about is you.
All
It's
women
not
don't
real.
think like that.
A lot do. Are you single out here talking to women?
No, I was single before, and I just don't think, even single or not single, I'm just taking myself out of the marriage.
Well, our
category.
producer
I
is
don't
single.
think women think like that.
Michelle,
Do you think
What
like
do
that?
you
think like
think?
that?
What's their biggest word they look for a man that they don't get?
I agree with the men. I
Yes.
believe we do look for consistency, and kind of like Jay said, if it's not an answer in a text, and it don't have to be daily, but it has to be consistent. And I love to look at these YouTubes and TikToks and hear these ladies say, no, we don't need that. But when we get in it, we do. We
okay.
really do. In
But
this
I'm like the
day
ladies
and
that you
age,
hear saying that. I just feel like it's not required for me.
no,
But I'm married,
so
I cannot answer that.
So you're married, but if you were in these single streets
These
and
single
you meet
streets is
Fred, and you meet Fred, and he texts you on Monday, and you text him later on Monday night, and you don't hear back from him until
Till
next
Wednesday
week
or Thursday.
Or
Thursday.
it becomes a problem.
It's an
I-
issue.
It's like, what's
Straight
the
up.
distraction?
I get
Why
it.
I'm not a priority?
Right.
It's all of that because we're in a self-love community now.
Yes.
It's all about self-loving yourself, and if he can't see my value or worth,
So let me ask then, what have you done to be that top of a priority?
I just met you.
I
And-
just met you.
But we know
Why
our
are you
worth,
so
though.
important to me?
I have clarity because I stopped dating shortly after 2020, maybe in the last 2 years. I just stopped dating. So I do still meet guys that say they're interested, but I see it. So I'm not emotionally attached to anything because I just get to sit back and listen.
Okay, so
Like I'm doing here.
Right.
And that's why I can identify with the men now. 'Cause
and
I
I
have
definitely
clarity.
applaud you, but to answer the question, why is it? Because you didn't answer the question.
What's the question, sweetheart?
The question is, why is it that in those instances, what is it that I'm supposed to feel as a man? I'm a good dude, make a good money, whatever the case may be. I check a lot of boxes, but I have to have this energy like you're the most important thing or the best thing that ever happened to me, and that hasn't happened yet. Where does that come from, and why is that?
Well, I hate to even say it. It's just in today's society and based on what I'm constantly studying, what I'm constantly watching, what I'm constantly just paying attention to is a lot of women today feel that they're the prize. And they feel that, hey, if I'm giving you interest, then you need to show yourself accountable. You need to show yourself that, hey, you're not the only guy checking for me. But
I don't know. I like to interject on that. Although we may
Don't-
think we're the prize, I don't think it has anything to do with the consistency. We take out the prize. I don't have to be the
Yeah,
prize.
exactly.
I just need to know
And
that
that-
there's
and
some
what you
type
like
of
is what it is
communication.
out there.
There has to be some type of connection. What are we doing here?
Thank you.
If we're not
I
seeing
agree.
each other, then there's no chemistry. So
I
let's
agree.
just go with connection before we get to
Right.
chemistry because we
Okay.
got to go on a date to engage,
Right.
to look at each other, see
It's
what
got to
you're
be in
working with.
person. You can
Right,
only do
right,
so
right.
much over
Yeah,
the
so
phone.
it's not so
Exactly.
much in this case the prize. It's just where are the men that are being persistent and true enough, the man can't do all the work. The woman has to. But I'm not getting this from my girlfriends. I'm getting that they're texting, they're being intentional, they're letting this guy know I'm interested.
Okay.
And then they
Okay.
get busy, or they might hear from him next weekend. And now
And-
a woman
and
will
I-
get in their emotions and
and-
say, no, I'm not going out with you.
In that scenario, the only thing I can say is, and I hate to even say it like this,
I already know what you're about to say.
but today's man realizes that I am in a great position that I have choices.
We understand that.
Yeah, because you look at the amount of men, and I'm just speaking from a black perspective. Look at the amount of men that are incarcerated, amount of men that are in same-sex relationships, amount of men that are making six figures and better.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a small percentage, and a lot of men that are not already married or are already in a good relationship. So the percentage of small men that we could say that are, I'm single, I'm educated, I'm degreed, I'm making six figures and better, it's not a bunch of them out there. I'm not incarcerated. I don't have no criminal background. I'm a good dude. And guess what? So that means my stock is high.
And because
My stock is high, I can sit back and say, you got too many kids for me. You got too many baby daddies for me. You got too many problems off the rip for me. You got too many this, you got too many that, and a guy can sit back and do that and be like, I can be choosy. I can pick and choose.
Everybody
now.
I don't think that really ends up being fair.
It's never fair.
Okay, well,
It's
let me
never
choose
fair.
another word. Choose another
Okay.
word. I don't think that it's fair. This whole prize conversation, count me out, right? Get
Okay.
somebody else to do it, right? But at the same time, I think that I don't understand where this rush is. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I done met you. 90 days later, we need to be moving in and living together.
Oh yeah.
Like,
no.
Women
No.
don't think
Why?
like that. You think all women think like that?
I don't ever do all
Do
anything.
you think a lot of women think like that?
Some do.
No.
I don't think.
I
don't
think
either.
some do, and I think some men do too. There's some men out here in a hurry too. I think it's just, again, it's just, where do we start? And
Well,
if you're texting me, telling me you're interested, and then I don't hear from you,
are you really interested?
right?
Are you really interested?
And so, I don't know. It used to be easy dating back in the day. It used to just be a simple, I'm a text.
Well,
Jay
that's the
Jizzle,
same thing.
he gonna text me back. We gonna go eat, and he gonna holler at me in the middle of the week and be like, "Girl, I had a good time. What you doing next weekend?" And we're gonna have a exchange.
So what's that time frame?
I don't think it is. It was just a flow. It didn't have to be.
People
It was
putting
just
signs and
easy.
labels on everything nowadays. I just feel like
Yeah,
you
look.
should just go with the flow.
Right, but like
Be
Fred
the
said,
person
maybe
that
it's
they
like
are.
we got rosters now. We got a lot of other stuff
Wait a
going on,
minute.
and you're
Well,
not.
Well, the only reason I say that is because now you got. Wait a minute.
I don't really like you, but I'll deal with
No.
you.
Wait a minute. Okay, let's go to that popular show that's out, Pop the Balloon.
Right,
Boop.
right.
This is wrong with you. Boop.
Yep.
This is wrong with you. Boop. I don't like the way you look. Boop. I don't like
The
this.
shoes
Boop.
you got on.
Right.
Yeah.
Some
Oh, wait a minute.
Because he had on the
Your
wrong
middle
shoes.
middle term curves like this. Boop. I'm sorry.
Right.
And
And you just got the whole
it is
That's
that
true.
it is to that point, and then it's also to the point where, ladies, where do you get in your first mind that on the first date I'm supposed to take you to like Ruth Chris Steakhouse
Right.
and spend
Right.
$800-900
Why
on you
can't we
on
go
the
to
first
Starbucks
date?
Right.
or 7-Eleven and get
Right.
a Slurpee?
Ice cream.
Like,
You know,
why can't we do that?
It's so much. It's just that what they say, the dating pool got trash in it.
Yeah.
With a
No,
mix
it's
of
got
shit.
some Snicker logs floating around. That's what it's
Boy.
got.
It's too much.
You know them Snickers, they floating.
Yeah. You think it's straight shit, but it's just like, and I hate to even use this metaphor, but man, even in the stripping game, shoot, I remember back in the day, you walk in there, you threw your ones out like this. Now it's like, if you ain't doing this, them dancers looking at you like, oh, you a brokey. And it's just, that's what this world, and let's even take it outside of there. Let's go to the club. Man, you can't even go to the club now and sit down. In order to sit down, you got to buy a section. And with that section,
You
it
gotta
costs
buy
bottles. It costs
and
bottles.
Everything else.
$400, $600, $800, $1,000 for a bottle.
One night that you
Yeah.
probably won't remember the next day.
Right.
I'm like, when did it get that ridiculous that in order for me to go out to a club to socialize, to meet somebody, in order to sit down, I got to buy a section and purchase a bottle. I'm coming out of $1,500 off rip. That's
And then they still
bananas.
want you to wine and dine them.
If you don't, you're a brokey.
Yeah. I said so.
Right.
So
Right.
this whole era of dating.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for y'all.
Yeah, that's why I don't do it. I don't
I'll just be a
participate.
brokey.
I truly
Yeah.
believe
And I'll
that.
sit back
I'll
and just
be
keep watching my
I
podcast.
truly believe that if you have somebody, hold on to them, and if y'all issues ain't that serious, work it out, because it's really not that much out here. I have so many single friends that really want relationships and marriages, and it's so hard to find for women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Men can pick and choose, but it's hard for women to find.
So then why do they have this mentality like, I can replace you if it's not that easy to replace a good one?
I don't know.
That I've been in one relationship for 9 years, so I wish I could say what Michelle can probably say, but I can't.
It's not, like I said, I haven't been dating, and I don't believe it would be easy to anybody to replace at this day and time. I think it's easier to find peace. I think we're
Yes.
all seeking that. If I ain't gonna be with you, I'm gonna be with me and be at peace. We're not really even looking for anybody
that.
anymore.
Mad
I
respect
get
for
that.
that.
Yeah.
I get that.
That's
Yeah.
that's happiness right there.
Yeah.
You're right about that.
Yeah. And so to answer the question, take yourself out of the world sit down and have a real heart-to-heart with yourself and be honest with yourself. Get away from the social media norm, because social media is going to have you by yourself
Forever.
and posting all your miseries. But get yourself out of that and just say, what would it take for me, and what am I really looking for in someone that I can be happy with and be transparent with? That I'm willing to say, you know what, you're not perfect, I'm not perfect, but when we come together, we can perfectly work through any situation.
I think you should definitely be on a path
Yeah,
to provide for yourself what you require from somebody else.
else.
exactly.
I totally
Exactly.
agree with that.
Well said.
Yeah.
And with that, we want to say thank you for joining us today. Thank you for kicking it with us, because we love you. We hope you love us back. Please go to our YouTube page and subscribe. You know, and that is at Tonight We Sip on YouTube. On IG is tonight_we_sip. On Facebook, it's Tonight We Sip Podcast. And on our email, if you want to shoot at us, ask us any questions, invite us to any format or anything that you're having that you would love to have us on the panel, email us at tonightwesip@gmail.com. And with that said, much love, much blessings. We'll see you next week. Have a great week. Give God all the praise and all the glory. And we love you. Ahana. Right?